Good afternoon. My name is Miss Propst, and for today's book recommendation, I'm recommending Thriller, edited by John Schmidt. The reason I really like this book is because I'm a huge fan of Halloween. In fact, it's my favorite holiday. So any kind of book that's got a little bit of creepiness plus a little bit of suspense is always going to be my favorite. I found a short excerpt for you for which I'm going to read. Paul got a very bad feeling. He crept to the door and opened it. The hall with the staircase was bleary, as if his eyes wouldn't focus. He saw shadows flickering back and forth on the landing above him. He didn't know what had happened. He wondered if he was dreaming, or if this was a special kind of haunting, as he walked into some ghostly trap. He creaked down the hallway, and then finally he found himself in the dining room. Once again, Miss Giovanni's awful wallpaper was gone. Instead, there was a different awful wallpaper. The tables and the chairs were all new. There were portraits on the walls, and the table was set with a meal with fine china and knives, forks and candles. The candles were out. All of the plates had been smashed, and they were in pieces at the setting, all except for one plate. At the head of the table, and sitting, facing away from Paul, was an old man with white hair. Paul stared at his back. It rose and fell with ragged breathing, the only sound in the room other than the ticking of the clock. The man's head began to turn. Paul panicked, and he backed up. The man was rising from his seat. Paul scrambled to get to the hallway, but he remembered the flickering shapes there too. The man turned, and it was a ghost, Josiah. His face was square. "Young sir," hissed the ghost, "your mediums are pelting me." Paul had no idea what the ghost was talking about. The women who are trying to communicate, they are an irritation, like someone ringing the servant's bell without cease. I do not come when called. So you would be interested in this book if you like different kinds of suspenseful or even kind of haunted stories. There's really room for any kind that you want because it's a compilation of different kinds of stories. So, in summary, if you like Halloween as much as I do and you want that little bit of extra spookiness right before the holiday, I would definitely recommend Thriller.